Please welcome Justin Popovich, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, okay, that was a little bizarre. Moving on. No, honestly, I have a video, I have a message today, and I want to talk to you, my fellow entrepreneurs, about spending less time on tactics, spending less time consuming information about business or ideas or things that you should be trying, you know, tactics that you can apply to your business. Spend less time on that. You already have good ideas, and spend more time developing yourself, developing your mindset, developing strategies that you can use in your life to get yourself to take action on those ideas you already have. Now, obviously, if you're brand new to business, you might need to do a little bit of research to get some ideas to get started. But most of us already have some ideas. We already know enough about ourselves, about our skill sets, and what we want out of life and out of business, that those initial ideas that come up, we just need to try those things. We need to put them into action and to execute them. And the thing that I see stopping most people, it's been a huge thing that for me to overcome, and I'm still working on it, is the ability to actually act on the ideas that I already have. And the worst thing you can do is start accumulating even more ideas that you're adding into the mix of existing ideas you haven't acted on yet. So if you already have something you want to do, or some kind of strategy you want to try and you haven't done it, why go and buy a whole new information product about another strategy that you could try? Now you're just stacking things up that you haven't tried yet, and what's that going to lead to? In my opinion, that's just going to lead to frustration. You're going to get frustrated with yourself because you haven't taken action on the first thing that you learned. And it actually can wear at your self-confidence. And so that's why I wanted to say this here today, because if you spend less time on the tactics and more time on you, you're going to get to learn yourself. You're going to get to learn how to trigger your own emotional intensity so that when you get that idea, you understand what in the past has actually stopped you from executing on that idea. And usually it comes down to a fear, some kind of fear, right? For different people, there's going to be different sources of blockages, but it usually comes down to fear of judgment or fear of failure, fear of success in some cases, fear of criticism, fear of your own disappointing yourself. I mean, the sources of fear can be all over the map. But once you learn to examine that and to actually realize how to get yourself to move past it so that you act on an idea, then you can actually start applying and learning new tactics because you know you're going to use them now. So stop downloading things so often. Stop trying to consume all of this new information. Obviously that's warranted and it's needed if you're growing. But if you're the kind of person that hasn't acted on something good already, this is where you need to begin. And so maybe it's spending an hour in the morning. Maybe you need to get up an hour earlier and spend 1 hour literally just on mindset, reading good personal development books, watching motivational videos, or watching some kind of video or listening to music that helps you get into a state, an emotional state that lets you take action, that forces you, that drives you to actually take action. And blast through those fears, because when you get a good idea, if you're volatile, if you're not really strong and powerful and convinced that your actions are going to work, then you probably won't take it. All it's going to take is somebody to tell you that, well, question your idea or say, well, what happens in this scenario? And then you start questioning, oh yeah, you're right. I guess my idea sucks. I'm not going to bother with it. Worst thing you can possibly do, because you don't know if your idea sucks until you try it. Now, granted, you're probably going to have a lot of ideas that suck. I do all the time. Everybody does. But the people that actually make it are the ones that get the idea, get excited about the idea, execute on the idea, get a result, then analyze the result and start all over again. The last thing you want to do is get an idea, get excited, and then automatically doubt the idea and do nothing, right? So you want to get the idea, get excited, ride that excitement to initial implementation right away, as fast as possible. You always hear people talking about speed of implementation. That's why. So as soon as you get yourself into that mode of excitement, stay there. And if you find yourself getting into a mode of doubt where you're not going to act on that idea, study that. Because that's the thing that's blocking you from success. Study it so that you can get past it, learn why you're doing it, and then develop strategies to stop yourself from doing it so you can act on it. I guarantee you that you'll get all the tactics in the world that you need. So you can stop studying those, study your stuff, study your mindset, and you'll get to a whole new level.